What up, y'all? Rob Moore here, aka Real Estate Rob, former indie wrestler, former police officer, and now your local North Carolina real estate professional helping families wrestle probate instead of each other. So, how are probate assets valued in North Carolina? That's the big question, the $1,000,000 question, in fact. And here's the kicker. It's not always as simple as just looking at Zillow or checking your checking account balance. Sometimes it involves a little bit more of a deep dive. But in this video, we're going to cover a few things, like what if this state has a rare baseball card collection? Who decides what grandma's jewelry is really worth? And can fighting over value actually drag probate out for unnecessary years? Let's talk. In North Carolina, when someone passes away and probate starts, the executor or administrator has to file an inventory of assets. And they file it with the court. So that includes houses, cars, bank accounts, stocks, and yes, even the coin jar sitting on the dresser if it has real value. Real estate? That usually requires a professional appraisal, or at least at minimum a comparative market analysis, on which I do several of. Vehicles? They go by Blue Book value. Bank accounts? That's kind of straightforward. You look at the balance on the day of death. Now, personal property like furniture or jewelry, that's where it gets messy. So what if heirs think that grandma's wedding ring is worth $10,000, but their appraiser says it's only worth $1,500? Now you've got tension and a serious problem. What if someone undervalues a house to save on estate fees and then tries to sell it later at full price? You see, the court may step in and demand a correction. What if you've got assets nobody knows how to price, like antique tractors or old comic books? Sometimes experts are brought in and those fees come out of the estate. There was a case a few years ago in Wake County where an estate included a vintage Mustang. So the family thought it was worth maybe $20,000 at best. Turns out, after a professional looked at it, it was valued at nearly $70,000 because it was a rare model. So of course, the heirs ended up arguing over it, whether to sell it or keep it, and the probate dragged out another year because of the dispute. The family was at odds all over the car. Really? Valuing assets in probate is like arguing about barbecue sauce. Everybody thinks their version is better, but at the end of the day, the court wants an official recipe. At the end of the day, the court requires fair market value, and it's better to get it right the first time than fight about it later. Problem solved. So if you're handling probate in North Carolina, make sure you get solid valuations. Google is free. You especially need these on real estate and unique items. If you need help lining up appraisals or figuring out what a property is worth, call me. My phone number is somewhere here on the page or in the description, or you can sign up on my calendar link, which is also in the description or pinned comments. So here's my question for you. If you inherited a vintage car, would you sell it, keep it, or fight about it with your siblings to see who caves first? Drop your answer in the comments. Alright guys, thank you for joining me today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, so I'm truly grateful. Now, I thank you guys for rolling with me in this probate series. Maybe you're watching this video thinking, this really does not apply to me. But maybe you know someone who it does. Feel free to like and share this video because it shows YouTube that someone is actually paying attention, besides me. Now, if you're not up to speed on this probate series, you can check out the last video I did entitled, What is a Probate Bond? Because that video is coming up next.